All right, so Bitcoin have been dumping for some time now, and yesterday we see this retracement. Okay, so will the market continue this movement into this very area, or we're going to see the market continue to move all the way to the upside? I'm going to go into a lot of price prediction analysis on Bitcoin ETH, as you can see right here, and on Bloom by USDT and SUI, many more, and also look at what is ongoing right now on coin market cap. So a lot of price analysis and prediction in this very video. So pay attention, watch the video gradually all the way to the very end. The first one here is the price of Bitcoin. And if you look at the price of Bitcoin right here, it is covered that the market does not have momentum. First and first, that I can see from this very area, there is no momentum from the bulls. What that means is, even though you see the market move upward, market, in my opinion, is going to come back down, and a possible creation of a new low into this area of $105. This is very, very important. That possibility is very high right now on price action. And as you remember, this very area was an important level of support that the market moved up from, and the market coming to this area, we have the next move upward, market come back down, break the level. Right now is acting as resistance, so market can from here begin to come all the way to the downside, and that is what I'm expecting on this very price action. So this very point right here is very, very important, and that is why drawing key levels, like I always say, is very important, and you need to learn how to do that, and it will help you a lot when you're doing your price analysis and prediction. So market have capability, in my opinion, of moving a little bit upward into this very area of $112,500 and $113, okay, $113,000, and then from here market can move back down and create a new lower than the previous low at this very area. And also don't forget that even though the market move upward into this very area, or into this very area, I am still expecting the market to come back down. So don't just rush into taking a buy position all the way to the upside, or a long position, okay? Allow the market to come back down, because personally, I believe the market is going to come back down before the next move to the upside. And that is what you should pay attention to as well while looking at other stuff on price action. This is very, very important. And if you come back down, discover that this area is an important area of support, okay? This very point is where we see the market move from in the past. So if I mark this very point, which is the other block at this very area, that is where I'm expecting the market to come into, okay? From this very point, market have capacity of coming back down this very leg of move from here, come into this very area, and then the next move upward, come back down to this very area of $105,000 before the next move to the upside. Between the 105 and 104, market begin to move all the way to the upside. But before we can put our eye on that, we need to see the market move from this very point to the downside into this very area, and then look at what price action looks like, because we need to look at what the market is doing immediately with what it has done in the past. That is only when you can do accurate prediction, and that is why prediction change as price action begin to form. And this is very, very important. So this is what you should pay attention to right now in the next 24 hours and 48 hours. On ETH USDT 4-hour chart right here, from this very point, discover that market actually retrace, okay, and that is good for the market, no doubt. But will this move continue into this very area and the possible creation of a new all-time high for ETH? In my opinion, I don't see that happening in the next 24 or 48 hours, or the next few days, because if you look at this very move, market dump about 70 to 80% from where it moved from right here, okay, market dump back down, and this very move is very, very significant. Therefore, I am expecting the market to come back down, okay? And if you look at this retracement as well, you see market drop and then pause within this very area before this move. So market come into the same point, okay? This very area right here. So market should come back down, in my opinion, within this very price level where the market is right now of 4,620.21. in this very point right here of 4,720. Okay, within this very point, this retracement should pause and continuation into this very area. And of course, a breakout here will not be good for ETH. I'm expecting market to come back down. Okay, a breakout here will not be good. Market is going to come back down into this very point. These are the most important areas you should pay attention to right now. So first of all, I am expecting market to come back down into this very area first, and then we'll see the next move upward, and the market is going to come back down. Especially a breakout here is going to move the market into this very area of $4,000, and a breakout here as well will further make the market to come back down. But before we talk about a breakout on this very level of important support, we need to see the market first of all break this very area where it touched right here for this retracement before continuation to the downside. So market should come back down first thing first from where it is right now into this very area, breakout, and then come into this very point. So this is what you must have to pay attention to on ETH. The most important thing right now is that this very point where the market is right now, I am expecting the market to come back down. Okay, in the next 24 and 48 hours, market should come back into this very point on the immediate short term. This is what you should keep your eye on, and this is very, very important on the price of ETH. If you look at Blum, we were in this position and market is still within our entry point. Of course, I have to close this position in the next few hours from now because market is not really moving as expected. We see this a whole lot of consolidation will enter this market around this very area. Okay, and since then it's about a week now, market have been on this very level. Personally, I always expect that if market is moving in my favor, it should move. Okay, that is liquidity. It means that there is liquidity in that very token. And if market is coming back down to stop me out, let it do as well. Okay, so that I can close the position in the shortest possible time, maybe in 2, 3, 4 days, but not in 1 week. This is very, very important. If you look at the Telegram channel right here, you discover that we are still in this very position right here. Okay, this position is still very open. However, this very chart have gone all the way to this very area right here. So this position is still very open, and we are still holding. However, I may close it very, very soon in the next few hours. Look at this very position that we took on Blum USDT 4-hour chart. And what I am expecting right now is for the market to come back down, because it seems like the bulls does not have any strength to push the market upward. If they do, they should have. And if you look at when they do in the past, it's always a sharp move upward and then a dump to the downside, sharp move upward and then a dump to the downside. And when I saw this little move upward, okay, with momentum, I thought the market is going to continue into this very area and then dump back again the usual way, because sometimes when it hits this very area, it come back to the same point before it drop back down. So I was expecting that this very little bullish candle should continue upward and then the next dump to the downside. But right now we are seeing just consolidation on this very price action, which I don't like. And in the next few hours, I'll be expecting the market to come back down. Okay, so I don't want to be in loss anymore after waiting for so long on this very position. And we can close the position as well, and the market will begin to push all the way to the upside. It happens. However, in any case, in the next few hours, we are going to close and exit this very position on Blum USDT 4-hour chart. That is what I am expecting. And if you come to Pi, remember what I told you on Pi in my immediate last video last week. I said market is going to come back down to this very area of support and grab liquidity. Exact same thing, guys. Exact same thing. You see, Pi is a pump and dump token. If you're a pioneer or you are mining, you may not agree with me. And this is not a prophet of doom stuff. I am just giving my price prediction. But in recent time, you discover that Pi have become a pump and dump token. If it pumps upward, let's say it pumps from where it is right now, all the way to the upside in this formation, it's going to dump sharply also. So you don't trust such kind of token. And if you are still trading, and the reason why I do price prediction on it is for people that are doing maybe day-to-day trading, Not only that, for pioneers that are watching this very video right now, and if you are a miners, because if you mine, of course, you should be concerned about the price on the market, because if you put in a lot of work to mine, and you should get reward, okay, you should be rewarded, and your reward should be commensurate with the work you have done. That is why the price prediction is very important. And if price begin to come back all the way to the downside, as we are seeing right here, it will not be good for miners and investors alike. And that is why on the price of Pi right now, I don't think the market is going to move upward. That possibility is very, very slim. And what I am looking at is if the market move upward, then we should see a pause within this very area of interest. This is a very important point of interest right here, okay? Very important point of interest. So even though the market move upward from where it is right now into this very point, I should see the market come back down. That is my price prediction right now. Market should not just pump crazily all the way to the upside on the price of Pi. I want to see the market come back down, and that is very, very important. So the best thing to do on Pi is to take position on short on futures, because it will be very easy for you to short the market and it will continue to dump all the way to the downside. So what you do is to look at platform like maybe Bitget or Bybit that have Pi on their futures platform and trade it. Very sweet, and that is very, very important for those of you that know how to trade on futures. Futures very risky, and you must have to consider what you can afford to lose and always set your stop loss right if you're taking trade on futures. So what I am expecting on the immediate short term on the price of Pi, to be very, very specific, is for the market to come back down from this very area of 0.35, okay, this very point right here, and where the market is right now within this very point, market should continue this movement to the downside to create a new low, lower than the previous low at this very point. So once I see that, market should come into this area of 0.32 and 0.31, okay, that is where I'm expecting this market to drop into. So I am still expecting more dump on the price of Pi. Very important, pay attention to it. And one thing very important about price action is that as I'm talking about it, price can change. Not only that, you will be looking at something very, very different on price action, and that is also very okay. That is how price action works. We look at different things at different time. So this is what I am looking at. If you look at the price of Sol is one of the charts or coin that have done well in the past 24 hours. Look at it, market dumped down into this very area of interest that I made mention of in my immediate last video, and all of a sudden move all the way into this very point. Good move. However, I am expecting this packet to still come back down. So on the price of Sol, don't expect too much move upward anymore, because market has already moved from this very point, okay? Market moved into this very area. Important point of interest, remember this very area, okay, is still very active, very important, strong order block area. Although we see liquidity collection around this very point, but it was not satisfied. That is how you see that drop down. And once the drop happened, market coming to this area, markets have to grab liquidity again, in my opinion. So expect market to dump back down within this very price level of 216. Okay, so market can move a little bit upward into 216, but don't follow that move. Okay, that is creation of a new high, higher than the previous high at this very point. From where the market is right now, move into this very area of 216 and then begin to come back down. So expect correction from where the market is right now of 208 and this very area of 216. Within this very point of 208, 216, expect market to come back to the downside, in my opinion. This is my personal opinion, and this is very, very important, what I am looking at right now. So this is very important. The most important thing on the price of Pi, on the price of Sol, is that you don't need to take a sell here. You don't need to take a buy here as well. If you want to take a sell, wait for the market to move a little bit and show you that very bearish formation that is going to come back down. Don't just enter right now for a sell or a short position. And don't buy here. It's very crazy you buy at this very point. Market don't move that way. Market has already moved for a bullish move from here all the way to the upside. So why are you buying here? It will be very, very unpleasant for you to buy at this very point, or untechnical, in my opinion, for you to buy at resistance when it has not even broken out. So this is what you must have to pay attention to right now on the price of Sol USDT for our charts. And if you come to the coin market cap right now, it is covered that the global crypto market cap have dropped a little bit or significantly from $3.99 trillion that we saw last week to 3.89. This is significant, and the altcoin index has dropped a little bit from 52 over 100 to 45. This is what we see sometimes. Market move up, come back down, and this is how emotion changes as well in the market. So the altcoin index must have to be between 60 over 100 or 70 over 100 for us to see that altcoins is come into play, in my opinion. And if you look at the fear and greed index, 47, which is not a bad thing at neutral, but I want to see the market at the greed level, because when it's at the greed level, it means that market prices of coin are appreciating all the way to the upside, and people are becoming very greedy and trying to invest more. Although good investors invest when the market is red, when there is blood on the streets, when everything is down, so that you buy at a better price. That is how you trade as a good investor. You buy when there is blood on the street, when the market is red. And this is very important, what thing to pay attention to right now on these various price action: Bitcoin, ETH, Blum, we have Pi right here, Sol, and this is what you have to keep your eye on to be in the right direction of the market, in my opinion. And if you want to join our Telegram channel to receive a lot of updates, for example, signal like this, and more on-chain data like this very one, very important on-chain data. This is a very important on-chain data, and also other fundamentals and the interpretation, sentimental data, please join the Telegram channel right now. Link in the description of this very video, and also in the pinned comment to receive more updates on daily basis. Consider supporting this channel by leaving a like for this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the bell notification for more crypto videos like this one. Also check the channel for other crypto contents. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.